Hello everyone. Once again, welcome to PM Networking. Hope you all are doing great. Guys, today I am going to create one more playlist on my YouTube channel, new playlist, and name of this playlist is Wireless Networking. That means in this playlist we are going to learn wireless networking. I have lots of requests from my subscriber to make videos on wireless, so that's why I decided to create one separate playlist for wireless. Okay, but still I'm telling you guys, more than 80% networks on the internet are wired, are based on wired, right? More than 80% network are wired network, and less than 20% network are wireless. Okay, but it is important as a network engineer, right, to you have to learn this part also, like how to design a wireless network, how to manage wireless network, like how to manage wireless devices like AP access point, WLC. Okay, so don't worry, in this playlist we are going to learn each and everything about the wireless, right? After completion of this playlist, guys, you will be able to design a wireless network for a company, for a small offices, or for your home, and you will be able to manage wireless networking devices like access point and WLC. So we will see the theory part plus practical part in this playlist. Okay, but today we are not going to start the wireless networking, but today I am going to teach you something very important. Today I'm going to just give you one overview to design a wireless network. How you can design a wireless network, how you can configure DHCP service there, right? How you can connect your mobile phone or your tablet, your laptop through your wireless router without cable, right? How you can filter some client through MAC filtering. Okay, so I'm going to teach you these things, guys, in this video, in today's class, right? And after this video, from the next video, we will start from the basic, from the zero level, right? First we will understand what is wireless networking, why we need it, right? And then how many components are there, parameters, whatever things we have, devices, we will discuss everything day by day in this playlist. Okay, so today try to understand the design, how to design a wireless network for your home or for small offices. So guys, without wasting our time, let's begin. I'm going to design wireless network in the packet tracer. So how I will design network? See, let's say this is my home router, this is my home wireless router, right? And in my home there are some mobile phones, there are some tablet, and there are some laptop computers. These devices are connected through each other without wire, through wireless, right, through radio frequency. And I have one switch as well, guys, hub in my home. That hub is connected with my wireless router through wired. And then I have connected few desktop over here. I have some desktop and laptop. These devices are connected through wired. So actually this is complete wire and wireless network. Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to design wire and wireless network. After that, what will be the configuration on wireless router, right? And how we will connect these devices, how we will connect these devices to wireless router. Okay, so see, let me do one thing. Let me open my packet tracer, and in packet tracer let me design one wireless network. And guys, how you will access this router? Let's say you want to configure this wireless router, or I want to configure my home wireless router. How I will configure it, right? So see, let's say just my requirement is I want to change the password of my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is, you can say this one, Airtel, right? Airtel is my service provider. I have internet connectivity through Airtel. So this is SSID name of my Wi-Fi, Airtel, after that underscore and then number, my contact number, correct? So I want to change the name, or let's say password of this router. So how I will do it? So for that I have to first access this router, right? And to access this router I need what? IP address. So I can check the IP address of my wireless router. And whenever you are purchasing wireless router from the market, service provider is also providing you some basic information, like behind your router you can get some basic information about your router, like IP address of your router, by default username, and by default password. That will help you to access your router and manage your access router. After that you can change the username or password according to your requirement. So if I will show you these things on the Google, let's say in Google, if I am typing wireless home router username, so if I will click on enter image, so you can see guys, behind the router you will get this information: router login detail. This is the IP address of router 192.168.1.1, and then username is admin, and then password is this one, right? This is by default on the router. On any router you can see over here, right, there are some basic information: user IP address, username and password, right? On any router, on my router also, there is one IP address, there is one username, and there is one password. So if I want to check the IP address of my router, what I can do, simply I can open my CMD, and in the CMD I can run command ipconfig, and then you can see on my wireless LAN adapter IP address is 192.168.1.4, right? This is IP address of my PC. And what is the IP address of gateway? 192.168.1.1. That means this is IP address of my wireless router. So if I want to access my wireless router, or I want to manage my wireless router, simply I will put that IP address in the browser 192.168.1.1, right? I will get access of my wireless router, right? Just wait, you can see here. Now it will ask for, it is asking for username and password. By default, in my case, username is admin and password is also admin, right? So now if I will click on login, you can see I have access of my router, right? Now there are multiple information. This is the interface, user interface. In your case, maybe user interface will be different, but all the concepts like WAN IP, interface status, Wi-Fi status, voice status, the concept, wireless concept will be same, guys, right? In your scenario also, in your router also, in my router also, right? Only interface will be different. And I'm going to configure wireless router in packet tracer. So in packet tracer also, you will see only user interface will be different. Apart from it, everything will be same. Like here I can check device information, right? So vendor is, you can see Nokia. Okay, device name is this one, serial number, right? LAN status, I can check LAN status. You can see the wireless encryption status, what I am using over here, right? And then many more information, right? Like Ethernet IP address 192.168.1.1. This is the IP address of on Ethernet port. Then you can see the information of LAN 1, LAN 2, LAN 3, and then many more information are there. WAN status, I can check the WAN status. The IP address on WAN interface is this one, right? Net mask, gateway, okay, primary DNS, secondary DNS, okay, on this wireless router. So in the same way, if you have one wireless router, guys, if you have one wireless router and if you want to access that router, first of all you need to find the IP address of your router, and you can get that IP address behind your router, and through that you can access it, right, by putting that IP address in the browser. And I will also do same thing in packet tracer, right? So let me do one thing. Here I have packet tracer. In the packet tracer, see, in the left corner you have wireless devices. So if you will click on wireless devices, you can see you have multiple wireless devices like cell tower, right, home router, AP, WLC, many devices are there. So I am going to take home router over here, right? This is wireless home router. I'm going to change the name, let's say R1, right? This is my home wireless router. Now, you know, if I will drag and drop any wireless devices, let's say a smartphone, if I will pick one smartphone over here or one tablet over here, you can see these devices are connected with each other automatically. Both devices are connected with router. You know why? Because by default both devices are transmitting radio frequency signal, and both devices have sense each other. So in this wireless playlist you will learn this also, like how this signal is working, how radio frequency is working, right? So by default on this router there is one username and password and one IP address, right? And username and password is open for everyone. That's why these two devices are connected automatically. But if I will change the username, means SSID, name of your Wi-Fi, and password, then automatically you will see these devices will be disconnected. Okay, so for now leave it. Let me first design the network, and let me drag and draw some computer also, one laptop. So let's say this is my wireless network. Okay, let me do one thing here. I'm going to fill color and select color and say okay. So this is my guys wireless network. In the same way, if I want to connect few devices through wired, so what I can do, let's say I have some computer here, computer 1, laptop, or computer 2. I want to connect these devices also through this router, but through wired. So first of all, I need one centralized device to connect these devices together, or on the router also we have multiple Ethernet port, but again maybe we will have 4 Ethernet port, not more than that on this router. If you want to check, just click on the router, and see, zoom it, see guys, there are some yellow ports, and these all yellow ports are your LAN port, and this green port is your WAN port, right? So if you have 4 computer, you can connect those 4 computer together through this wireless router like this. These all are LAN port, but not more than 4 computers. So if you have more than 4 computers, so what you can do, you can connect one switch here through one port, right? And then you can connect multiple computer through switch. And then let's say you have connectivity from ISP, right? So this is ISP router, right? So you will connect this router to WAN port, and now this user can access internet. So this AP, this wireless router is not only wireless router, this router is acting as a switch also, right? As a switch also, because we have multiple LAN ports, we can connect multiple. So these ports are nothing but what? Switch. So this is switch, this is WAN port. I can connect 4 computer directly with this wireless router, correct guys? So what I am going to do, I am going to drag and draw one switch here. This is my switch, and through this switch I'm going to connect these all computer together like this. Fine. And then I can connect my switch to wireless router. So let me connect it. Now you can see, right? And what is the IP address of my router? So let me check what is the IP address of my router. IP address of my router is, here you can say, on LAN 192.168.0.1. So you can access this router through this PC, but on the PC first you have to configure one IP address. So let me do one thing. On this PC I'm going to configure one IP address from the same network, 192.168.0. let's say what, 2. Okay, 255.255.255.0 is the subnet mask. Now let me first check the connectivity. Am I able to ping wireless router? Ping 192.168.0.1. So no, I am not able to ping. Actually, you know why ping is not working? I think I have connected this interface to WAN port, and on WAN port by default there is no any IP address, right? So let me do one thing here. I have to connect it to Ethernet port, right? Giga Ethernet 1, Giga Ethernet 2, 3, 4, right? So let me connect it with Giga Ethernet 1, right? Now again I am going to ping the router, and you can see this time ping is working, right? That means I am able to ping this wireless router. There is connectivity. Now if I want to manage this wireless router, what I need to do, I need to access this router. How I will access? I will open my browser, and in the browser I will type the IP address of my wireless router. So 192.168.0.1. you can see it's asking for username and password. By default username is admin, password is, by default username is admin I think, and password is also admin. Yes, you can see I have access of my wireless router. This is my wireless router guys, right? And now I can configure this router. But this is how you will access your router in real time. This is guys packet tracer. In packet tracer, if you want to configure this router, simply you can click over here and you will get one option of GUI, right? Here you can see GUI, right? So through GUI now you can configure this router. Through the GUI you can configure this router. So this is basic design, And now let's say I want to connect this router to internet. So let me give you one example. Let's say that here we have internet, right? I want to connect the router to internet. I will connect it to WAN interface. Now these devices can access internet as well. But you can see here we have few devices like PC 0 and laptop 0. These devices are not connected with router. You know why? Because these devices don't have wireless card, wireless interface till now. So here I have to change the module, right, on these two devices. Then only it will connected with the router. Okay. So now let's understand how to set password on the wireless router, how to configure the wireless router, how to filter the devices with the help of MAC address. Okay guys, so see, first of all, if you want to change the password on router, so click on the router, then take GUI access, and after that here you can see the administration, right? In the administration you can see your password. This is your password, right? You are not able to see the password, but there is 5-digit password, right? Now if you want to change it, here you can type your new password. Let's say I'm typing my new password 123456789, right? Repeat the password 123456789. So I have changed my password, and then in the bottom you have save setting, right? So just click on save setting, right? Now your password is changed. If you want to configure the DHCP service over here, what you need to do, go to setup and then basic. Okay, go to wireless and see guys, in the wireless series I will teach you what is 2.5 gigahertz frequency, what is 5 gigahertz frequency, right? There are two main frequency in the wireless networking, right? 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So we will discuss these things in the upcoming videos, not today. So in advanced setting, somewhere we will have option to configure DHCP. So let me check in the, yes, in the setup you can see by default DHCP service is what enabled. By default DHCP service is enabled, and because of that these devices like a smartphone or tablet are getting IP address from the router as well. If you will check the IP address over here, go to desktop and then IP address, you can see this machine have got one IP address from the wireless router, that is 192.168.0.100. Why 100? Because the wireless router is providing IP address from .100. The starting IP address is 192.168.0.100, right? Maximum number of user 50. So this is my DHCP configuration. I can enable it or I can disable it, right? Let's say I want to provide IP address to my client from this from here, right? This is my starting IP address 192.168.0.10. So now it will provide this IP address to first machine. Okay, and then if you want to change the setting, save the setting, just click on save setting, right? And now again, if on the smartphone, see now a smartphone is connected, and if you will click on a smartphone, and now if you will check the IP address, you can see IP address is still 0.100. Let me refresh it. Now you can see the IP address of this client machine 192.168.0.10, right? Gateway IP address 192.168.0.1, right? In the same way, this tablet device will also get one IP address. You can see 101. So if you will refresh it, you will get 11. Fine. Now if you want to connect this PC, what you need to do, you need to change the module. For that, first of all, you have to turn off the device, and then you can here put the wireless module. So see on the top, wireless management port, you need to insert this port over here, right? And then turn on the device, right? Now you can see PC 0 is also connected with your wireless router. In the same way, on laptop also you have to change the port, the LAN card. So I will remove this one, and here I am going to add this one, wireless management port, right? And then turn it on. So now you can see After some time my laptop will also connect with router. You can see now. Fine guys. So here I am going to delete this part. So now you can see these all devices are connected with my home router through wireless, right? Without wire. We don't have any wire between my home router and these devices. And now these devices can communicate with each other and with this user as well, right? So let's say on PC1, if I want to assign IP address from the router, from the wireless router, what I will do? Simply I will click on DHCP. It will get one IP address from the DHCP server, which is running on wireless router. So see, the IP address of this PC is 192.168.0.14. In the same way, on the laptop also, if you want to configure one IP address through DHCP, simply click on DHCP. So this machine have got IP address 0.15. On PC number 2 also, let me click on DHCP. .16. Fine. So guys, this is basic DHCP configuration. Hope now DHCP configuration is clear to you. Like we can enable it, disable it, but by default it is enabled, right? And it is providing IP address from here, right? From the same subnet. Then you can configure the DNS server IP address, DNS1, DNS2, like this. Okay. Now, if you want to change the host name or password over here on this router, what you need to do? For that, just click on wireless. See here, wireless, and then SSID broadcast. Okay, these things is enabled. See the network name. SSID is what by default? So here I need to configure name. Let's say PM net. So now this is name of my Wi-Fi. SSID means name of your password. Right? And if you want to save it, what you will do? Simply in the bottom you can see save setting. You can click over here, right? Now name of your password is changed to PM net. Correct guys? To configure the password, go to wireless security section or something else. Let me do one thing first. Go to security. No, in the wireless basic wireless configuration, then go to wireless security. Here you can see 2.5 security mode is disabled. So first of all we need to enable it. Now these are multiple password type, right? So for now, to configure a strong password, you can choose WPA to personal. So let me choose this one for now. In the wireless series we will discuss these all things, don't worry about it. And now guys, encryption, the encryption algorithm. What encryption algorithm I am using over here? AES, advanced encryption standard. Okay, and then here you can define the password. Let's say password is 123456789. Getting my point? So the password type that I am using is WPA2 personal. The encryption algorithm that I am using is AES, at advanced encryption standard, and this is my password. And then to save it, just click on save setting. And once you will save it, these devices will be disconnected. Router should disconnect these devices. Let me do one thing here. Okay, everything is fine. Wireless security. Okay. Now on the smartphone, config, go to wireless, and in wireless here you have to define what SSID. So SSID is default. Now you can see a smartphone 0 is disconnected, so it's showing you again connected, right? Let me verify one thing over here. Setup, and then I'm going to disable 5 GHz. Disable, change it. Now you can see these devices are disconnected because earlier both frequency was enabled over here, right? 2.4 GHz as well as 5 GHz. So I have disabled the 5 gigahertz. Because of that, these all devices are disconnected now. Now if you want to connect your smartphone 0 with this home router, you have to provide SSID and password. So here again I will click on the smartphone, then go to config, then wireless adapter, and here you have to define the SSID name of your password, that is PM net. Then you have to choose the password type. So password type is WPA, right? And here you have to define what username and password. Okay, my password type was what, this one, no? Yes, my password type was WPA2 personal. So here I am going to define what password is 123456789, and now I will say this. Now wait for some time. You can see smartphone 0 is now connected with router 1. In the same way, if you want to connect tablet, so what you need to do, go to config, then wireless, and here you have to define the SSID, that is PMNet, and then you have to choose the password type, WPA2 personal, and here you need to put the password, right? Now after some time you will see this device will also connect. I think I did some mistake over here. Let me verify it. PM net, correct. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Password is 9. 9 is missing over here. Click on off. Now you can see your tablet is also connected with your home router. Click on PC, config, wireless, SSID, PM net, password type WPA2 personal 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Turn it on and off. Laptop, wireless, SSID, PMNet, and then password type WPA2, password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. On and off. Now you can see, now all devices are connected through wireless. Now see, on this router, if you want to, let's say, filter some device, right? If you want to filter, let's say, a smartphone 0, so what do you need to do? Just do one thing. Here go to filter section somewhere. If we can see filter, click on status, then local area network. So this is DHCP client table. So we can check the DHCP client table, right? Like this is the IP address of a smartphone 0, and this is MAC address of a smartphone 0. This is IP address of tablet. This is MAC address of tablet, right? So we can see what is the IP address of a device and what is the MAC address of that device here, right? In this table. So okay. So let's say you have the MAC address of PC or a smartphone 0. So what you can do, you can copy this MAC address, right? And then you can filter it. How you will filter it? Let me show you. See, if you want to reset the DHCP, simply you can click over here. Through one single click, I can reset the IP address, right, on all devices. IP address renew. So if I will click over here, all IP address will be renewed. Now go to a status and then go to local area network, local LAN, and then click on DHCP client table. Okay, so here you can get the MAC address with IP address. After that, to filter it, go to, I think, wireless section. Yes, in the wireless section, you can see here we have multiple options, and we have one option for wireless MAC filtering, right? So here I can filter the MAC. I can put the MAC address. See, by default this feature is disabled. First of all, you need to enable it. Then you can put the MAC address of PC or a smartphone 1 over here, right? So that MAC address will be filtered then. That MAC address will be filtered. So you can filter how many MAC addresses? 50 MAC addresses over here on this wireless router. So guys, actually here I have discussed that how you can design a small wireless network for your home. From the next video, we are going to understand, each and everything step by step. Okay, so if you like this video, guys, if you have learned something from this video, please hit on like button. If you want complete wireless video, then please motivate me. Please let me know in the comment section, yes, we are learning, and please continue this playlist, right? It will motivate me to work hard to create at least one video every day or 3 to 4 videos in a week, and I will try to complete the wireless playlist as soon as possible. That's all, guys, for today, right? Last request is, if you have learned something from this video, please hit on like button. If you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel. We will meet soon in next video. Till then, stay safe. Bye bye. That's all for today.